Hi, my name is Blake, aka Blake the Brewery Explorer. I'm with my co-host Noah Jones. How are we doing, buddy?
Hey Blake, I'm doing well. How are you doing, man?
Good. It definitely feels like a Thursday for sure
Yeah.
this week.
Why is that?
The-
Long day at
It's
work?
it's just been after the holidays, getting back into the week. It's been kind of long and dragging. So
Gotcha.
I also
Gotcha.
got sprayed by propane this week. So
Oh my gosh. Talk to me more about that.
I put a tank on a forklift and it just started leaking. So luckily we got beer to help us out with, right?
How did you that doesn't sound safe. What
Hey,
are the safety protocols in that
I
situation?
don't know. I'm learning as I go with that, I guess.
Just like stop, drop, and roll before fire happens, right?
Right.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's funny. Well, why don't we start with the basics here? What are you drinking today for the Thirsty
Uh,
Thursday?
for our season, in the season one, I went with a Mad Tree, which was our first podcast of Blake the Brewery Explorers. Seeing Colors, it was the event that Ryan Blevins invited me to back
Okay.
in October or September. I can't remember which day. My months are getting screwed up now.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
what are
So
you drinking
what is
on?
the name of this beer?
Seeing Colors. It's a
Seeing color.
hazy
Okay.
IPA. I think you would like this one, buddy.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, also in honor of one of our top best episodes, I am drinking a beer for humans from Rheingeist. Um, so that's maybe one of my favorite podcasts that we got to do because it was sort of it was our goal to do it, and we finally were able to do it. So I was pretty
Yeah,
excited about
especially
that.
being our sixth episode. That was a huge uplift for us. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you think about it, we had a fantastic first season,
yeah,
including all the different people from Mad Tree, of course, Warped Wing, Ryan Geist. We also got to speak with Crooked Handle. We got to speak with Third Eye. I mean, all of those episodes, I learned something in every episode. I really had a great time. So I'm blown away that that was our first season, and I think this next upcoming season will be even better.
I do too. I just think
Yeah.
back our when we were sitting on your at your table recording our intro, then going to Mad Tree. I think we were all. I know Eric and I were very nervous that day. On
Oh, I didn't even know that.
no,
It did not come
yeah.
through.
Well, it was just a little intimidating at first because just thinking where we were, but knowing I was with you guys and just having fun with it. We only had drank that one beer, I think, on that podcast too.
Yeah, then many more later on,
Yes,
right?
right.
Yeah. As the winter comes to be more full value, I suppose, and I start shivering, there are a couple of different beers that I have never tried that I'm really interested in trying, including the one called Sugar Plum from Urban Artifact. Have you had that one?
I think so, but I can't remember. I've had a lot of beers in my short time since I've been turned 21. So
Sure, sure.
okay,
That one sounds really
it
good to me.
does.
It's like a plum and vanilla, and I just think that sounds like something that I would absolutely love.
Then
My mom has a plum tree in her backyard, and so I've had some really fresh plums, and I am a huge
mhm.
fan.
The interesting part now is that with they're also coming out with NA beer, just like Samuel Adams is. I don't know if you've seen that article yet.
No, I haven't seen the article,
It's like
but
seedless
send it to me. I'll
strawberry.
definitely check it out.
Yeah, seedless strawberries.
Oh, seedless strawberry,
Mm-hmm.
an NA. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
Or as the cool kids are calling it, a non-alc. Yeah. Do you have another do you have any favorite winter beers?
oh,
I'm assuming stouts are on the
yes,
table
very
here.
stouts, like all barrel. It's like full barrel age right now for me right now, except for this IPA I'm having. I decided not to have a barrel age at 7:30 tonight. So
Gotcha. Well, Saturday we'll be drinking some stouts, right?
oh yeah, some little rebellious things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So tell us a little bit about what we'll be doing because I've never been before.
So we're going to a barrel age event at Warped Wing called Whiskey Rebellion. I don't know how long they've been doing this, but John Haggerty, the guy we talked to back in June, invited us to this beer event. So it's going to be a very cool event. We're going to be talking to a lot of brewers. We're actually going to talk to the other owner as well, which we
Oh,
have not
cool.
talked to yet. And we're also going to
Right.
talk to the bar manager, getting her side of what it's like at a brewery on her side of taking care of employees and what Whiskey Rebellion means to them, because I know Whiskey Rebellion means a lot to Warped Wing. They put a lot of effort into this. There's like
Yeah.
four
So
variants.
I know that you live in the Dayton area. Technically, you live in Troy. But tell me a little bit as an outsider what Warped Wings success means for the city of Dayton.
I think Warped Wing's success for Dayton is everything, because
Yeah.
when the season finale, talking to Crap Parenting, and she made this comment that really stuck with me, was when, like, how Cincinnati has Samuel Adams Ryan guys and Dayton has Warped Wings. That brings big beer people into Dayton, and then they will go off to Toxic or Branch of Bone or Little Fish. I think some cities just need that anchor, which Warped Wing clearly is the anchor of Dayton. Of And I just think it's helped Dayton grow tremendously in their beer. Which,
Right. And I don't want to take anything away from the other
no,
breweries. There are other
absolutely
breweries
not.
there, like
I
Voodoo,
mean,
for instance, that we've been to together. But it just seems like Warped Wing has really taken off. I mean, even in Mason, Ohio, or close to Mason, Ohio,
mm,
there's an offshoot or smaller, almost bar and grill esque type of situation for the Warped Wing company. There are several other sort of I don't really know what you'd call them, but they're not quite where they make the brewery. They're not where they make the beer, but they're still sort of breweries. But I mean, they really seem to be one of the most successful breweries in all of Ohio.
yeah, I definitely think they're on the rise. But part of me also worries. I'm also worried about how fast they're growing too, because you can see some breweries that get a little bit over their britches, and some of them fall apart because of it. But you know,
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't really see that as a problem for. I mean, John just sounded like he had such a game plan for the whole
and I
business
agree
going
too.
forward when
I
you
don't think
spoke
they
to
would
him.
take a risk that they didn't think they couldn't do. So
For sure.
I want to do another shout out, because I have a busy, not only Saturday, I have a busy week next week as well. Because Monday I'm going to a brewery that's not, it's not like my hometown brewery, but it's a brewery that I've really latched on to. It's called Alematic in Huber Heights. I'm going to be doing a show with them, and I'm truly, like, I'm excited for Warped Wing. Don't get me wrong, but when I went to them today after work, just making sure everything is good for Monday, and how excited they seem for me to actually come talk to them. That's what makes this, what I do, worth it. As much as I love talking to big breweries, I love talking to big breweries, but it's those little ones that are touched that you're even going to talk to them. It just makes it feel good and give them,
Oh
like,
yeah, no, I completely agree, and I think it makes us feel pretty cool too that we are able to get to talk to them. I think that they sometimes don't realize that like we feel just as good about getting to talk to these people as they feel excited to talk to
I
us.
mean, just look at Third Eye. We just talked to them, and they opened a big production facility, which we did not. We were not part of that, but I'll take credit for it, I guess. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
okay. I did not realize I was on the other end of a conversation with a real baller in the in
Kidding.
the
I'm just kidding.
state of Ohio.
You just did a beer. Did you just spill your beer?
No, I have like a real tile that I use as a coaster, and sometimes when I have really cold drinks, it sticks, and I just didn't realize it, and I lifted it too high, and it fell off.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
it's all okay.
I'll let you
No
talk a bit,
mistakes
a little
yet.
bit about the future than me, because you're more laying the groundwork for it than I am. So
Yeah, so one of the companies that I work for has agreed to sign us on short term to a network deal. So we'll be rebranded as the Brewery Explorers podcast, and we will be a part of the Hendrickson Films production podcast network, which is really exciting. And I am pretty excited to see what kind of progress we can make for our show. And then also, I think they're excited about having us as a part of their show. So I think it's a really great collaboration, if you will.
Yeah, I agree. Everything I hear you talk about what's possible with them, it really shows that season two is going to be really good.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm really excited for it.
I mean, this season one has been unbelievable, and I just can't wait for season two.
Yeah, me either. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.